Right, Marie Connan, boxer. You don't look like a boxer. You are a pro now.
Yes.
5-0? Is it 5-0?
She's had one defeat, which we took a chance on her second fight. We got offered to fight for the French title again, a weight above.
Right, so you're pro. 4 wins, 1 loss. What made you get into boxing the first though?
The first time I boxed was in high school.
High school.
Yeah, because
Right.
of my teacher. He wanted me to have a try of boxing.
Right.
Yeah.
How many? When was that then?
How many?
So at school you
At
got
school,
into
yeah,
boxing.
high school.
Right.
So I was 16. 17.
Right. So when did you go in the amateurs? When did you start boxing as an amateur?
So I did it at school, like 2 years, I think.
You had 4, didn't you?
Yeah, 4 fights,
4 fights.
amateurs. When I was young, then I stopped boxing.
Yeah.
Then when I came again to London,
Yeah.
started boxing again.
Right. So you were very much the part of Matthew Burke's kind of building his empire in left hook boxing, Shadwell. So what did you do as an amateur then under Matthew? Did you have a lot of fights, medals, and
Oh, around 20 something.
right? So you were quite successful.
I think we won 9 medals.
Yeah, 9 gold medals,
Gold.
9 tournaments.
Right.
Yeah.
What level? What kind of level did you get as a boxer?
So at the national level, I get the bronze medal.
Right. So you actually fought for France and that.
Yeah, I went to the World Championship in 2018,
Right.
November 2018.
Yeah. So now you've turned over as a pro. So Matthew tells me you've got a European title fight coming up. Is that right?
Yeah,
Right.
end of August.
End of August.
Yeah, 10 weeks to go.
Where's that going to be at? Where's it going to be at?
At my hometown in Vendôme,
Right.
France.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What weight is this in Superfly? Is it?
And light fly.
Light fly? Is that 7 stone 10? Yeah.
In kilograms, it's
48.9.
48.9.
Yeah. So what's the plan with you then? Because we were chatting earlier. You said you're 37. You're a late developer, kind of in the sport. Do you think you've got 5 years in the game? And the end product, you're looking for that world title?
Oh, yeah.
Right, because to be honest, female boxing is on the up. Katie Taylor, Terry Harper, Savannah Marshall, Nicola Adams, and it's not as frowned upon as it probably was 15 years ago when there was just like Jane Couch. So you're going to be busy. You live the life and everything. Matthew tells me you don't drink or nothing like that.
I don't drink.
Is it you just literally boxing every single day?
Boxing and I'm a French teacher, otherwise.
Right.
I'm doing some tuition online.
Right. So how can anyone get in touch with you, Marie, if any kind of
Sorry again?
to follow the journey? How can people get in touch with you?
Oh, Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And what's that name?
Marie Connan.
Right. I'll put the link in.
Yeah.
And so, well titles, you're really going to get busy, get hectic, and a lot of fights.
Yeah, it's a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what's how far do you think she can go, Matthew?
I believe she can go all the way. I really do. Like when you first interviewed me, I said this girl can, even though she was so raw back then, I just knew with her commitment, dedication, and my coaching, I knew she could go far.
What kind of fighter is she?
She's most people know her as just this aggressive, strong, but we've added a lot more to her game now. She can move, she can box, but she can fight and she hits. We've had spars with girls 2-3 weights above, and they always say she's one of the hardest I've been hit by, and that's given away sometimes. It's like 6-7 kilos in sparring, because we don't get many her size to spar, to be honest.
Yeah, we were talking earlier, and it's a shame all the big names in boxing, your Katie Taylors, your Natasha Jones, they're all 9 stone 4.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't think she could pack on the timber.
No, she. We in the amateurs we went through 3 weights just because sometimes we couldn't get the fight, so we went she won a gold at 54 as well in competition, 48, 51 and 54.
So that's like a bantamweight?
Yeah, but that's not her weight. Her weight is light fly. I mean, if push comes to shove, we would go, if it was for titles, we'd go up to flyweight. She's strong enough without that, but any more than that is like... But saying that, she's strong enough, but we want to try and be number one at light fly and win world titles there.
With her being 37, I suppose you're going to have to, there's no time to mess about, is there?
We'll take any title shot that's offered. We'll take it, you know, because I believe she's up there. It's ready. If we have the time, we take it.
Yeah. Can I ask you? This might sound silly because boxing's not tiddlywinks, but have you ever been hurt in boxing then?
I've been what?
Been hurt?
Not really strongly, no?
No.
No.
That sounds a ridiculous question, considering boxing. But you know what I'm on about, Matthew.
Yeah.
When you're being really buzzed and you smell your own blood and that. Is that not something that's happened to you?
Not yet.
Yeah. Because I mean, we were talking earlier about. You had lots of fights. You can tell by looking at you, to be honest, Matthew.
Yeah, cheers.
Patrick,
not too bad.
Yeah, Patrick Humphries, and that's what I mean. There's some people that I've spoke to, have never been out in boxing.
Yeah.
Do you know? And it sounds ridiculous considering they've took thousands of punches, but
I was first hurt back when I remember our first fight with Martin Walsh, and we only were chatting about that the other day.
Yeah.
At the time, I thought, I went home to my mum. I was 13, I think. I said, don't want to box anymore.
Yeah.
But then within a week, I missed the gym. I was back in, and then we had 2 more fights after that. But a couple of years later.
Yeah. Is there any chance, Marie, we can see you on the pads or on the bags or anything like that? Yeah. I'm quite interested. So we'll get your gloves on.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Give rounds up quick.
Pleasant girl.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Yeah.
She's a perfect student. She really is.
Yeah, because I've.
What we need is, you should take Eddie Hearn in that.
Yeah.
Because I know if he saw a fight, like he'd be. But then I suppose that there's not money in them weights, is there? So.
Who's the biggest name in British boxing for females around their weight?
Around her, at her weight,
Yeah.
there's none.
Who's the lightest then?
At light fly, there's none.
Who's
Ellie Scotney? See, she's just been signed. She's 54 kilo.
Yeah, so that's probably
2 weights above her.
Yeah.
And that's the only one I can think of. And Ramla Ali, similar weight. I think she's
Who's the girl from Watford?
Watford. Shannon Courtney.
What weight is she?
She's again, I think 54. She's gone up and down a bit, but now she's settled at 54. I think.
Yeah. So they're just out of
Yeah. I mean, we at one point. We thought about the weight, but she feels more comfortable at light fly. We just got to hope there is.
Does she literally live in the gym? So she's not into takeaways and nights out and all
like
that?
I say, in championships when we've been, and the other boxers, once they fight, they stock up for a few bits to have a treat after. Banana, apple, fruit. Her birthday cake recently was made of fruit. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
But it's good. It makes the problem. I have to sometimes tell her to calm down on the training. Where a lot of the boxers, you're chasing them up, do your running, do this. With her, it's the other way. Sometimes I have to say, right, you need a day off.
I mean, I interviewed you for a book years ago, Tales of Pugilism, and in there you said you didn't live the life at times.
I mean,
you were boxing when you didn't want to box.
Yeah, I didn't. That was the problem. I didn't want to box, and I was just doing it because it was like, Barry Hearn, like Matchroom, and I might, but I was missing gym. I was taking shortcuts on my run. Only a couple of weeks ago, I was walking with my mum and my girlfriend and the dog, and we were walking and through the woods that I used to run. And I laughed and I said, this here was the shortcut I'd take. And to think, I still remember the shortcuts. I should have been.
So you were cheating yourself, really, weren't you?
Yeah. And,
she's not about that.
No, I have to slow her down.
Yeah.
But you learn the hard way because you
get found out.
Yeah, if you're not.
One of my friends, well, Gary Sykes was a British. Do you remember him?
Yeah, yeah.
Belonged to, and he said to me, he said, "You know what, Jimmy? I got out at the right time because boxing's a very unforgiving sport.
Yeah.
When you've bullshitted and cheated yourself through training camps, and remembered your own shortcuts, then that's quite a story, Matthew." So
Even my last amateur fight, I wasn't training properly, and that was against Darren Barker.
actually, Darren Barker, the world champion.
Yeah, we had a good fight, but he in the late, like I caught him a good shot.
I mean, to be honest, that's an unbelievable name because
Yeah,
my mate
he's
Neil
brilliant.
Fairclough fought him. They said, "Jamie, I couldn't lay a glove on him. He
No,
was that
he's
good."
slick, so slick. His jab alone, like he'd hit you with 3 jabs while you're trying to close him down.
Yeah. So you actually proper fought in top level company, didn't you?
Yeah.
You sparred with Kevin Mitchell and all that.
Yeah, Kevin Mitchell. I've always said, out of anyone I've boxed or sparred with, he had the fastest hands, like explosive, like it would be quick combination. Bang, bang. And,
Did you ever do anything with Charlie Rumble years ago? He was a bit too old. Was he a bit older?
No,
than
he's a
you?
bit older than me, yeah, so no.
Yeah.
I do remember the name because I remember when he was boxing St Mary's, right?
He fought St Mary's. He fought a friend from my gym years ago called Michael O'Gara. 2 junior years final, but yeah. So we'll have a look at Marie.
What in angles? Start doing the shot. Let's have a little sprint, come on, little 5 seconds sprint. Angles. Sit inside, work inside, sit in there. Bring out. Back out long.
So what's the name? Remember the name then? What's the name?
Marie Connan.
So this is a girl who's going to go on to do big things for female boxing next 5 years.
Yeah. I think next 3 years, if things pick up again, like because of COVID, things start running. I think 3 years we'll definitely be up world titles.
Yeah. Well, a European title is in August, and then surely if she gets past that stage, the next will be on to a world.
That's it. That's our plan. Like I say, we're gonna go and try and take that European title with both hands, and then just push on from there.